Hey, Johnny boy, for a peanut?
He did say peanuts, didn't he? I thought that's what he said. It's 11:07 at WIOD. Now, boy, this is incredible. We can milk this for years. Phil Costin just comes in here, my close personal paisan, and gives me 4. I'm going to give these away in 2 pair. These are like the best seats in the house at Fort Lauderdale Stadium, the Dodgers and the Yankees, for next Tuesday's exhibition game 105 in the BM. These are like the on the field. These are like the George Steinbrenner seats. I mean, like so close. You can reach out and touch Kevin Moss. You can reach out and grab him by the jockstrap, pull him over, and give him a big kiss on the puss. Wow. These are like row AAA. In other words, they don't get any better than this. So we'll give away these like 2 at a time, like these 2 pair, for anybody at Yankee Stadium wants to see the Dodgers and Yankees next Tuesday, 105. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, Neil?
Yes, sir.
I got the same credit as you. My ears are pretty blocked up.
Oh, man. Frustrating.
What do you do about that? For the ears.
What do you do about it?
Yeah.
You soak your head. You put your head underwater for about a half an hour, and the pain goes away.
Hey, what about talking about crud? Whatever happened with your septic tank?
Phil and I were just talking about that. Roto-Rooter came out there again, and they said, well, here's the choice. You need a new drain field. We can either, like, spend $3,500 right now, or we'll just stick our giant hose down in there and suck it all out again. So I had them stick their hose in it, and they sucked it all out again.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
$3,500 they want for a new drain field, and I figure if, like, I looked in my checkbook. It was like 5 months ago they did it last time.
Yeah.
So that's an average of a couple of times a year, okay? I figure for like $300-400 a year, it'd last me a long number of years instead of spending $3,500 to have them dig up the whole yard and put a goddamn new drain field in there.
There you go.
Plus, I think from now on I'm going to start going out in the back and peeing in the lawn. It'll save a lot of water, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I mean, I got a big fenced-in yard. My dogs do all the business in the backyard. Why can't I go back there and squat a little bit, you know?
Oh, really? It's a lot cheaper.
And it helps keep that lawn green, you know?
Exactly.
There you go.
And Neil?
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Neil, I got something else.
Yes.
Those nosebleeds, is it possible I could have them?
For the Panther game?
Yeah.
You got them, Pally.
Oh, terrific.
You'll have to come down and pick them up today or tomorrow, of course.
I will come up today.
Okay, I'll see you at the game tomorrow.
Yeah, terrific.
Hang on.
Thanks.
Okay, he's on 6. There's our first giveaway of the day. See, we don't need to do this, but it is my anniversary and 18 years in Miami. Nobody cares. I got 4 cards. That's pretty impressive. And one of them was from a lady in Buffalo who knows that I hate the Bills, hate Buffalo. She also hates Ralph Wilson, by the way. And she, when she comes down here, loves this show. And she sent me a card, which is incredible. But, of course, locally, they know me better, so they hate me like poison. But the good people, I meet them at the hockey games. Boy, I'm telling you, I just can't begin to tell you. That's where the good folks are. Guess who was also, besides Victor, at the game last night? Stem was there. Many people, many of the old Zeta listeners remember Stem, who still looks basically the same, about 10 years old, and just got married a couple of weeks ago, took his lovely bride to Hawaii for their honeymoon, and is still looking, I'm sure, to consummate the marriage. But nice seeing him, and he wound up with a couple of nice seats. And we also had Don Chichio was sitting on the end of our row. This Bob Green man, you think
language they talk.
And Uruguay they speak Spanish.
Yeah, Spanish.
So like Brazil, and there's another country.
No, Brazil speaks
Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Right.
The only country in South America is Brazil speaks Portuguese.
Yeah.
The others speak Spanish.
Speak Spanish, but not like speak Spanish here though.
What?
Not like the way they speak in Miami Spanish.
No,
you know what I mean?
All the
you can't understand what half of these people are talking about.
No.
They don't speak like good Spanish.
Yeah, here in Florida, the people don't have too much culture.
No.
Yeah.
And that includes everybody, not just the Spanish. Yeah.
There's a bunch of ignorance. I have a little more.
Bimbos and bimbettes. That's what we call them.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Luis, I understand, is coming to town pretty soon, so I'm sure you'll be coming over to see him.
Yeah. I want to go.
We'll keep our eye on it for you, okay?
All right.
And have a great, have a great Pesach.
Yeah, and no tengo pellejo en la punta.
And hasta que me olvides.
Yeah.
Hasta luego. Get out of here. We have an open line on a green line. God, if my ears would open up, I'd feel almost like a regular guy. If my ears and bowels would both open up, I'd feel like a regular guy, but no way, Jose. By the way, I've lost 14 pounds on my Ultra Slim Fast course, so when you're sick, it kind of helps along. But nonetheless, I think that's pretty impressive. And that fat slob Big Al who's bringing me my pills, he says to me at the game last night, I can't see it. I can't see it. How about this? Can't see that either. Well, I can understand that. It's 11:13 at WIOD and WSUN.
Now, the big news every weekday morning is Rick and Suds right here.
I wet my pants.
Hey, Neil. F*** you. Other stations give you money. Other stations give you cars. But when times are tough, this station gives you what counts, because this station is going to give you a job. A job in radio. A job at this station. A job as our new morning disc jockey. Morning Fly. That's right. We're going to toss our morning guy out on his butt.
I wet my pants.
He doesn't even know it. He's not even listening. We told him to play this promo, and he played it like a moron. A moron. So his loss is your gain. Just be listening. And when you hear this sound, be the pinch caller. And come Monday morning, you're on the air.
Winner will assume all current responsibilities of morning drive personality at a substantially reduced salary, in addition to responsibilities of all janitorial, clerical, and maintenance staff.
The guy who's on is out. You are in. Keep listening to win.
11:17. We should have had that about a year and a half ago, shouldn't we? Let's do a Tamarack on the star line. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Okay.
Listen, you know when Belanger is supposed to be back?
2 weeks.
2 more weeks?
And Keith Brown, 2 more weeks, and we need him desperately.
Yeah, it seems
we
like...
need defensemen who can play defense, man. We need defensemen who can also, do other things. We need defensemen who aren't afraid to hit somebody.
Really?
What all of a sudden is this we're afraid to hit anybody? I don't understand it.
I don't know. It seems like we lost the spark when Belanger went down.
You know something? I don't buy that. I don't buy that for a minute. I mean, we were, that line was really clicking, but he had a few hot games with Kudelski, and he really had started tailing off there for a few games, and then he got hurt. I mean, that hurts us, but you can't use that as an excuse for slacking off 2/3 of the game every game.
Yeah.
We come out, we play an ass-kicking first period last night. They go off to a standing ovation. They got a 2-0 lead. The Beezer's playing his brains out, and we come out in the second period, and we're in that coma again. I mean, you can just see it. We cannot get it out. We have these little pathetic pansy passes trying to clear it out of our own zone. If you're going to get it out, get it out.
Yeah.
Don't just diddle around with it. Get it out.
Yeah, we need more of those rushes like Murphy makes instead of all this dumping from our side to
man.
right.
Is that pathetic or what?
I couldn't believe
dump it in from right at the center checkered line, and and then we stop at the blue line as they're bringing it out. We did that the whole second period against Washington. We never got one shot on goal.
Don't these guys remember Bobby Orr and how he used to play?
Well, we don't have Bobby Orr, but don't they remember how they played when they beat some of the good teams like the Canadians 3 times? That's what bothers me. And I want to say this, Roger Nielsen, he's got all these high marks for being such a great teacher and this and that. But I got news for you, a motivator he ain't, because when we get to the really big games, we have just not been up for the game at all.
Well,
that Washington game, no, seriously, we went in for that Washington game, the one here on that Thursday, the second period. We have no shots on goal. You would have thought that if anybody could motivate a team between the second and third periods, they would have come out for that third period smoking. Yeah. And they came out just as lethargic and just as putrid and just as lackadaisical as they were before that.
Mm-hmm. Got a question. Do you know how the playoffs work, or is there a crossover between our division and Toronto's division?
No, not until the finals. Of course not.
Okay, so if we finish 4th and the Rangers finish 1st...
No, we're not going to finish 4th. Well, the best we can hope for is to finish 8th.
No, I mean, are we going to play strictly in our division, not conference?
No.
So
there's no more of that. There's no more of that. The top 8 teams in each conference get into playoffs, thank God.
And 1 plays 8.
1 plays 8, 2 plays 7, etc.
Okay.
However, the second seed would be, for example, if the Rangers win with, say they have 100 points, and say Montreal wins with 90 points in the other, the Rangers would be seeded number 1, and Montreal would be number 2, even though there might be teams with more points than Montreal, because they won their division. So that's the way the seeding goes for 1 and 2.
So if we finish 8th and the Rangers finish 1st,
we play them in the first round.
Wouldn't that be sweet?
Well, it would be sweet, because I tell you, that's the time to get them.
I know it.
As soon as they go into the playoffs, they have that little mental problem.
Well, I was going to comment on that with Nielsen.
Oh, but let me say one other thing before I forget.
Okay.
You talk about the Miami fans. Were you at the game Monday, the Penguin game?
No, I watched it on TV, though.
Sir, I want to say to you, I have never seen so many front-running phonies in Penguin uniforms in my... even the Ranger games. There have never been a game in this town, and I know that probably 20% of those people are really from Pittsburgh. They're really Penguin fans. I understand that. But about 70 or 80% of those assholes are front-running phonies who jumped on the Pittsburgh bandwagon when they won a couple of Stanley Cups. They wouldn't know Mario Lemieux if he stuck his stick up their ass.
Same thing
and I would think he ought to.
Game. Same thing as the Detroit game. They were Floridians wearing...
Yeah, but not like this, though. Not like this. Yeah. You have never... in fact, when they scored that first goal, you would have thought that we scored the winning goal in overtime in the 7th game of the Stanley Cup. That's how that crowd erupted when they scored the first goal, the Penguins.
Unbelievable.
Front-running phonies.
Yeah. Well, listen, I've always been a Ranger fan, and remember how good they did 3 years ago, and then or 2 years
until the
ago?
playoffs, yes.
And then Nielsen, you're talking about motivating.
Yeah.
And then look what happened to him last year.
Yeah.
They didn't even make the playoffs.
Of course, they've been doing that for 54 years, so it's hard to blame him for that.
Well, yeah, but you look at what's happening with the Panthers now.
Yeah.
I mean, they started out great. Now all of a sudden they're in a position where they can really go for it. And then, like you said, they're not being motivated.
I say Wayne unrolls his bankroll. He makes a deal with Detroit. They're looking for somebody over there. We send to Mark Fitzpatrick, and we get Scotty Bowman and Steve Yzerman. There you go.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, get a real coach and a real forward who can stick it in the net, and then we'll have something.
Well, congratulations on your contract, and I hope it had something to do with Boy Gary being gone.
Just a coincidence.
Just a coinky-dink.
It made me sign a lot faster. Have a great day.
Okay.
Thanks. Is he going for my block yet? Oh, I'm sorry. We have an open line. God, if my ears would just open up. I know he'll be here with the pills. So we have only one pair. This is great. I got all this stuff to give away. Nobody's asking for it. Maybe we can hold it over till tomorrow. Maybe I can pull a Randy. I'll never forget that day. What was she giving away for? Some concert. And she milked that thing. That one pair. She just had one pair.
Aerosmith.
Huh?
It was Aerosmith.
Oh, it was Aerosmith. Oh, God. How the hell is that possible? Because I know everybody would want those. I blew it. Why did I not go to see that? I'm an asshole. I really am. I would nominate myself as asshole of the month, at least, in the month of January, because that's when was it January or February? I think it was early February. Whenever the hell it was, as asshole of that month, at least, and maybe more months, for not going to see that concert. Ponytail had me a ticket. It was a tremendous performance. Steve Tyler's the greatest entertainer in the world. There is no question about it. I didn't see the thing on the Grammys, but I understand he did the Living on the Edge, and heard it was great, and he had the mask on and the whole bit, and they won a Grammy for that, and they're just dynamite. And Billy Joel is still there, holding his own. He'll be at Cemetery Village to entertain again any day now, and another sold-out concert. See, that's the kind of crap that sells out at the arena, is Billy Joel. Let me say it again. Panther tickets for tomorrow sold out, except the Panther Pack, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. I want to see that place so rocking and so full tomorrow, there will be no excuses. I want a lambotomy for Joe Sorello between now and tomorrow night. If he has to play, which God only knows, I wouldn't put him in the lineup, but if he has to play out there tomorrow night, I want to see him start hitting somebody, okay? I don't care if his nose is broken, if his brain is broken. I want to see him go out there and start doing something and get the puck out of his own end and start playing like a guy who's got some experiences, which is what he does, okay? God, you're killing us, Joe. 11:24 at WIOD and WSUN. When Southeast Toyota delivers cars directly to the dealer, they expect those cars to be sold. And sold they will be, regardless of profit this weekend, at Kendall Toyota's distributor-authorized public sell-off. This is not a sale. This is a direct sell-off of all specific vehicles at prices well below the distributor's cost, plus only $69 down delivers any of over 500 distributor-delivered Toyotas, and Kendall Toyota will make your first 6 payments for you. No other dealer will sell you a brand-new Tercel for only $68.95. A new Corolla for only $92.95. A new Camry for just $12,895. Only the world's largest Toyota dealer right on US 1 south of Dayland is going to do it, and they're doing it right now. Call 1-800-873-TOYO. Only $69 down, and Kendall Toyota will make your first 6 payments for you. Only, of course, at Kendall Toyota.
Oh, I'm like getting close to where the highway patrolmen are.
Maybe they're just there to like wave at you and make friends
again. Okay, well, I'm behind the Metro Dade police van though.
Oh.
So I might be okay. They might help me out here. Hi, yes, I'd like to pay for the next, I can't pay for everybody else? Officer, I thought...
You mentioned that there was a van in front of you, a Metro Dade van.
Right.
And then they were pulling you over.
Right.
Well, I talked with that officer, and I want to be nondescript. The officer offered to pay for the next 4 cars behind the van. That would have included you. They denied her the right to do that, said that they would write the officer up for participating and helping us, and the highway patrolman suggested that the officer move on.
Unreal.
Can you believe that?
The Rick and Sud Show, tomorrow morning 6 to 10, performed with the cooperation of the men and women of law enforcement. This afternoon at 2, it's the goddess, Randy Rose, right here.
Go screw yourself, Rogers.
My wife slipped out of sight. She returned from the kitchen with a great big butcher knife. I knew something was wrong. I reached for my ding-dong. The only thing left of my PP was a memory. Now I got a new stainless steel jock strap, a pair of cast iron boxers with a lock on the flap. I even wear a suit of armor just to take a nap. You know I won't need another stitch from a whacked out psycho bitch who threw my joystick in a ditch. Won't get detooled again. No, won't get detooled again.
What are you trying to tell me? I think that bit's over, by the way.
Yeah.
Vito's is not coming until tomorrow?
Right, so my first
Well, who
assumption
gave you
was
that
correct.
message? Who was the asshole that gave you that misinformation?
Somebody.
Who was it?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
There's a message in my box, and it's
A message
not
in your
signed by
box.
anybody.
Did you have it surgically removed? And?
So they're not coming until tomorrow. Do we
So
want
what
to
the hell are we going to do now? It's 11:30. We're going to go across the street. I have got to have soup, man. Trust me. And Tom is just the guy to go do it. You don't want to send him schlepping all over the place. He's
his birthday today.
Oh, happy. Jeez, I didn't know today. Oh, I'm a little slow. I'm not feeling that great. He said, you want a piece of my birthday cake? And instead of saying, happy birthday, Tom Hopkins, I said, no thanks, because I'm like watching my diet and Vito's is coming, et cetera, et cetera. Happy birthday, Tom. And go get our soup. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, no, maybe I'm sure that whatever you like, it's on us, okay? We'll find somebody to go over there, right? Not Tom. Tom's busy. He's being a news guy, okay, and celebrating his birthday and eating that fattening birthday cake. Not good for you, Tom. In your delicate condition, not good eating all that sugar, man. Trust me. Give it to George. Here's at the Grove. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Great.
Well,
if I could hear what you were saying, I'd be even doing better.
How's that?
My ears, no, it's not you. It's just my ears are all plugged up. You know how that goes.
Oh. Well, I been aggravating the hell out of my boss for the last, seems like years, to take me to a hockey game. He finally takes me Monday.
Oh,
lost. He
tough
takes
loss.
me again last night. We lose.
Oh, you're the problem.
I guess I am.
Now, the problem started about 8 games ago, so you can't take the fall for it.
Well, you know, I don't know anything about the game. I'm trying to learn.
Monday was an exciting game, though, wasn't
It was very exciting. I had a great time. Had a great time last night, even though we lost.
Yeah.
But that crowd was incredible. I mean, what is wrong with these people? They get up and leave,
Yeah.
and I can't figure it out.
When the going gets tough, the Miami fans get going home.
That's about right.
Trust me.
I stayed until the end.
I just can't buy that. I'm sorry. I know it's not the greatest neighborhood, but these are not games that go on until, midnight or 1 in the morning.
Exactly.
These are games that end at a reasonable time, and I just have no idea what the hell these people are thinking about. You really have to wonder, why do you show up in the first place if you're not paying any attention to what's going on? I'm sure that you've only been to these 2 games, but in those 2 games you've seen a whole bunch of people who aren't paying any attention to what's going on, who are spending most of the time out at the concession stands, are ready to leave like 5 minutes into the third period. Why do they bother showing up? It's like those people that come to the Heat games in their business suits with their cell phones that show up like toward the end of the first quarter and leave at the start of the fourth quarter. What do they show up there for? Why do they bother?
I guess they're big shots with their phones.
Yeah, trying to impress everybody with how prestigious they are.
Right, exactly.
Really impressed.
Well, I called to suck around.
And now that the Heat won 6 in a row, man, let me tell you, that's going to be a tough ticket again. These real sincere fans, man, they really come through when a team is winning. But lose a few games, and all of a sudden you got 2,000 empty seats.
Exactly. Well, I called around to suck around for those tickets, take my little boy, and he's dying to go to a game.
Which game are we talking about?
For tomorrow night, but you've already given them away.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, I'm about 6 calls away.
Damn it. Well, at least you didn't hang up anyway.
Oh, no.
If I had some more, I'd give them to you, but I got squat.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to, I don't know, I just might take the day off tomorrow, go stand in the Panther Pack line.
There you go. He said, "Oh, shoot," is what he said.
Pardon me?
You said, "Oh, shoot."
No, I didn't.
Something like that. Well, you said, "Oh, shoot," yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, I just want to clarify.
Okay, sorry. Anyway,
hey, let me tell you something, sir. If Sally Jesse can put bullshot on the air, we can say, "Oh, shoot," okay?
Yes, sir.
Damn bastards.
Actually, I was only 2 sections away from you and just didn't have the cahoots supposed to come over and say hi.
Why not? Well, you're probably better off. You won't catch that flu. Had a lot of nice people come by last night. Really great.
I've been sitting in 123 in the back.
And my friend Ron there, the Flyers fan who comes by, I'm sorry I wasn't in a real talkative mood last night, but I had the flu and I couldn't hear anything you were saying anyway, so thanks for being considerate enough to get the hell out. Thanks, Ron. You're a good guy.
That's another reason. I didn't want you to strain your voice talking to me.
Yeah, I really didn't have much voice. In fact, the strange part of it was because I was feeling like real squeamish during the third period. That's probably because of the game itself. Yeah. But as the period wore on, I started feeling a little bit better, and by the time I got home, I realized I'd be here today because I could at least talk.
Yeah.
If my ears had opened up, I'd feel pretty good. It's just this crap.
Now, I have to agree with you on something, too. Like I say, I don't know much about the game. I'm trying to learn.
Yeah.
But this guy, Sorella.
He blows.
My God, he is terminal.
How long is Roger Nielsen going to keep putting him out there? I mean, I know Keith Brown's injured, but we got 6 healthy defensemen out there. Let's give Hoggett a lot more playing time. I don't care if he is a small guy. The guy is not afraid of anybody. He's not afraid to take a hit. He can, control a puck. He's got a great shot from the point. The guy has got a plus on a plus and minus. He's got a plus, I forget what it is. And Sorella, the last few games, man, has got to be minus infinity because every goal that's scored against us, he's out there.
He did the same thing. He did the same thing Monday. He's standing in front of the net with his thumb up his ass and watches the guy.
He watched Mario shoot that one in there. Then he had the puck go right under his stick to Mario, who shot it out in front to Tocchet in the winning goal. Then in the Detroit game in overtime, we were just a couple of minutes away from a big point, a big tie. We made a big comeback in that game. In the Detroit game, and he stands there right in front of Van Beesbrook, right in the crease, and he watches Fedorov come right out in front and wrap it around, and the Beezer blew that play. But he's the one, no attempt to poke check him, to knock him down. Even if you got to draw a penalty, at least do something to save from getting the winning goal in there, for Christ's sakes. He just stands there like a goddamn statue. Joe, wake up and sniff the daffodils, man, Joe. The game is passing you by, Pally.
I think he even backed up for Mario to give him a free shot.
Yeah, he was intimidated. He wanted to watch the beauty of his wrist shot.
Asshole.
Yeah.
Okay, Neil. Well, happy anniversary,
and thank you so much.
I'm going to try to get tickets and come by and say hi, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night. And Sorella, go to hella.
Okay.
Thanks, Neil.
See ya. Not personal, Joe. It's just business. He's a good guy. Just can't play. We have an open line in Dade, and the same with Rob Niedermeyer. Maybe he'll be great. I don't know. But somebody has got to convince this kid that since he came back from the injury, he just can't be a pussy out there, man. He's got to start hitting people again, and he's got to start doing the stuff that he was doing so brilliantly. Just tragic. That's another thing. When you're an expansion team, one thing you usually don't have is any luck. We don't get any good bounces, which we've had a couple bouncing around in the crease, on the goal line, in front of the goal line, off the goal post, all over the place. We don't get any good breaks. But, you got to make your own break sometime, and they're not going to come when you're out there in a coma, standing still, watching the other team play. That just don't get the job done. Wake these guys up, Roger, before it's too late, before they start playing the funeral march for real, Roger, okay? Let's salvage it while we still got it. And God, don't let the lightning pass us. Jesus, I pray. I'll take religion. I'll be born again. Hallelujah. I'll do it with Tammy Faye. Well, it's 11:36 at WIOD and WSUN.
There's never been anything funny about getting up in the morning until now. Rick and Suds, weekday mornings, right here.
I wet my pants.
Hey, enough with the Panthers already. When the hell does the baseball season begin anyway, huh?
Smelly bitch.
Wayne trips and you got to Seattle, where it always rains. And he can get Don Zimmer with the plate in his brain. Oh! Just walk away, Renee. We can't stand you managing the Marlins no more. Your brother's a douchebag.
Haven't even started spring training officially yet, and already starting in on poor Renee. You know what? But I second that emotion. That's got to be Boca Brian's greatest classic of all time, and the timing couldn't be better. It's going to be a long, hot summer. Let's just not take it too seriously. Let's just go out there, have a great old time, eat a couple of hot dogs, a couple of things of popcorn, Cracker Jacks. Take me out, you know that crap, okay? And just not expect to win more than 3 or 4 games. Here's Hollywood. Hello? Gone? Hollywood is long gone, huh? I wonder what they wanted. Too bad. Here's a lady in Miami on the Star Line. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Neil. How
yes,
are you?
ma'am. I'm coming along.
I'm a first-timer.
Great.
I'm a little nervous.
A one-timer.
Yes, a one-timer, a first-timer.
Better
Happy
to be a one-timer
anniversary.
than an old-timer.
That's right. Speaking of old-timers, it's my birthday today.
Really?
Yes.
You and Tom Hopkins.
That's
Great
right.
minds work alike. Where the hell is my happy birthday thing here? Where is it? Just for yous.
Why, thank you. Think you could throw in a little present there?
Like what?
Like some tickets to that baseball game?
You want those? I only got 2. I got 1 pair because Big Al already sucked up the other ones.
Yeah.
And you don't say no to Big Al. I got 2. I got for Tuesday's game, the Yankees and the Dodgers.
That'd be great.
These are like so close you'll be able to reach out and grab Kevin Moss and just, I'm telling you. Wouldn't you like to do that?
I'd love to.
I know I sure would. Why did they keep him anyway? That's such a waste, you know. They're not paying him any money and he doesn't play and Mattingly plays all the time. It's just a way. Why don't they send him over here for us to play with? I mean, to play with us.
That'd be fine.
Okay. Well, you got him.
Well, great.
Wasn't that nice on your first ever effort, too?
I'm so excited.
I think you really owe me big time.
Big time?
So when you get a hold of Kevin, bring him over. Just swing on by. Hang on.
I'll do that. Thanks.
Okay. She's on a star line, George. There we go. 1 pair for her, 1 for Big Al. The hockey tickets are gone. I still have all those people. Now, Victor, don't feel bad. Of course, Victor probably feels pretty good if he's, boy, I'm telling you, I just wish you could have seen what he was with there at that game last night. You would have been astonished, George. I'm telling you, knowing you would have been on your hands and knees begging just for like a little, I don't want to say sniff. That would be crude, crass. Anyway, that's true. We have an open line in Broward, 524-9463. And also that videotape, nobody's going to want that. That indecent proposal, untouched by human hands, still in its own original plastic cover, because I wouldn't open it with your hands. Here's Miami on the pound line. Hello.
Hey, welcome back.
Thank you so much.
Let me ask you, how many telephone lines do you have there?
11.
11.
Yep.
I've been on hold. I'm going to come down and beat the hell out of that guy that answered.
On to George?
George.
That won't take
telling
much. He's about 2 feet tall. I won't take much.
No, he kept me hanging for over an hour.
Why? No, he didn't. I've been looking at this line. It's been blank half the time.
No, well, I'm telling you, I'm on the pound.
Get on with your call, asshole.
He says he hopes you have a real nice day.
Well, I have an anniversary coming up, and I wanted to wish you a happy anniversary.
Anniversary of?
My wedding.
Of how many years?
I think it's 8.
Oh, this should go over real big if your wife is listening. I think it's 8, but I'm not really sure. Who's counting at this point?
Feels like 18, but I think it's 8.
8. You think it's 8?
I wanted to take her to a hockey game, but
yeah.
that's history.
Well, you still can. No, it's not history. There's still tickets going to be available for future games.
Oh, okay.
To buy or give away.
Well, the anniversary's this weekend, but
oh
well.
Well, since we're going to be away all next week, that'll give you a whole week to promise it, and you never know what'll happen.
Right. Oh well. How about the Yankees?
How about them?
They're in town. I take it.
Yeah.
And do you have any tickets to that? I mean, I haven't bought anything for her, and I'm kind of in a jam.
No.
That's
Yeah.
what she's going to be saying.
George is really, he says he hopes this is the big one, or something like that.
Yeah, I hope so, too.
Yeah. He says he hopes you get lucky.
Well,
or something like that.
How about it?
Rhymed with luck.
How about it?
Well, listen, happy anniversary.
Okay.
I'm sorry I don't have anything. How about a People magazine? No, you don't want that.
A Playboy magazine.
Yeah, there you go. Well, listen, let me take a look through this and see if there's anybody good. You got Mia Farrow. She's real snotty looking on the cover.
Now, wait a minute. What's that movie you got?
Oh, Indecent Proposal.
Is that
might
like
be
rated X or something?
Not X, but it's like a hard R, I think. It's really hard.
That might do it.
Yeah.
That might do it.
This is the one where the $1 million is asked and to sleep with, you know.
Yeah.
So you might get lucky for like $2 or $3 if you show her this thing. Tell her what a bargain she's getting. You want it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
There you go.
Okay,
So it wasn't a total loss, okay?
Yeah, it wasn't.
And be nice to George when you talk to him now, because
I think I better now, huh?
you might just get disconnected. Hang on.
Okay.
Suck around heavy when he picks it up.
I will.
And the phone, too.
Okay.
Okay. He's on the, I know, you know where he is.
He thought he had to wait a long time to get on the phone.
Yeah, no, pick him up now. Come on, be nice to our customers, even if they are occasionally assholes. I said he's an asshole. You should be happy now. Just get rid of him. Okay, 11:47. Are we getting anything in here or what? Okay, this is the slowest action I've ever seen in my life. Who are these? Did we just pick these people up out on the street, Gilbert? Who are these people? This is not another crew from one of those schools or something, is this? Oh, thank God. God, these people look much too intelligent to spend all their parents' money on some bogus broadcasting school. They always bring those kids from Bowder College in here, you know, the ones who talk like this, who are going to be big broadcasters, are going to be like the next Walter Cronkite. But anyway, we have a bunch of punks in there in the other room with somebody who looks like he's taking their money. Are you taking their money, sir? Huh? All of it. Well, in their case, that's not going to even get you lunch. It's 11:48 at WIOD and WSUN. Looks like a pedophile to me. I'm sorry. Vito's 4-star Italian the way it ought to be. A very bold statement coming from somebody in extremely competitive business. In fact, they're coming tomorrow. At Vito's, Eve and George and the Ganze Mishpacha are so confident you're going to love their food. They don't discount. No early birds, none of that crap. They just want like regular people to come in who love great. And I mean talking about gigantic amounts also of Italian food. In fact, so much you'll probably have to take some home. That's why Vito's has been doing big time in North Miami for almost 20 years. South Florida Magazine and the Miami Herald give Vito's 4 stars, and the real proof is in their repeat business. You tried once and we'll have you hooked. You come back again and again, especially for their Fugaza pizza that's stuffed with all that great spicy sauce and onions and all the other good stuff. Bob Green's favorite veal and ziti with broccoli and all the other great pasta dishes. You can't beat it. Everything is fresh, gigantic portions, and it's just outstanding. And don't forget, if you're in a hurry for lunch, try one of their hero sandwiches like the chicken parmesan or sausage and peppers. Any pasta and any appetizers out of this world. So get there just one time and you'll be going back again and again to Vito's. They're just off 167th Street on Northeast 6th Avenue across from the old Unicorn Kitty Corner from Krispy Kreme Donuts. 947-5900. 947-5900 for Vito's 4-star Italian, the way Italian food ought to be.